In this video, we'll explore the Linux file system step by step and understand the purpose of the most important directories. Right now, I'm in my home directory. First, I'll navigate to the root directory, which is represented by a /. The root directory is the top-level directory in Linux, and every file and folder starts from here. Now, I'll list all the directories available inside the root directory. Here you can see directories such as bin, boot, dev, etc., home, lib, lib64, media, mnt, opt, proc, root, run, spin, snap, srv, sys, tmp, usr, and var. Let's understand some of these directories one by one. First is the home directory. This directory contains the personal folders of all users on the system. I'll now move into the home directory. Here you can see the available user accounts. I'll open my own user directory. This is where personal files such as documents, downloads, pictures, videos, and other user data are stored. Now I'll move back to the root directory and continue exploring other important directories. Next is the etc. directory. This directory stores system-wide configuration files. Most Linux services and applications keep their configuration files here. Now let's move to the VAR directory. The VAR directory stores files that change frequently, such as log files, cache files, spool files, and application data. I'll now try to open the log directory. Since I'm not currently inside the VAR directory, Linux returns a no such file or directory message. This shows how important it is to know your current location before accessing a directory. Next, I'll open the bin directory. This directory contains essential user commands and executable programs that are required for basic Linux operations. If I list the contents of the bin directory, you can see many executable commands that Linux uses every day. Now let's move to the USR directory. The USR directory contains user applications, libraries, documentation, and many additional system utilities. Most installed software is stored here. Next is the TMP directory. This directory is used for temporary files. Applications create temporary data here, and in many Linux systems these files are automatically removed after a reboot. Finally, I'll open the dev directory. The dev directory contains device files that represent hardware devices such as disks, keyboards, terminals, USB devices, and many other system devices. These directories together form the Linux file system, and understanding them is one of the most important foundations for learning Linux and becoming a DevOps engineer. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and follow DevOps with Shajeel for more practical Linux and DevOps tutorials.